Alright. Welcome back, everyone, to CoKo Plays Elden Ring DLC, Part 54. So, I streamed earlier today, and I got to what I expect is like a final boss. And I'm just kind of too tempted. So I made dinner, did a few things, and have now returned to see what I find. So I did this on purpose where I left the stream after this Grandam said what I thought was her final words, because I thought if I returned, I'll see, you know, if she's dead or whatever. She appears to still be moving, but there's an item here. Another gourmet scorpion stew. That's interesting. So 2 items that are each like one of one? That's weird. Yeah, you don't see that much. And you can talk to her. Okay, so she's unresponsive now. So that's what I wanted to do. My the game's speed is behaving very strangely. I don't know what that's about. Let's see if we get summoned in the next, like, 10 seconds. I might go to the round table hold to cash in the remembrance of the Impaler. As I said on last stream, I don't expect to actually use the item right away. There was, I looked it up all offline, and there's a spear, weapon, and an incantation. So I don't expect to use those with my build. Something very weird about the way, like this is bonkers, the way I'm moving around. I don't know what it is. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be summoned. So let's go to Lost Grace, cash in the remembrance. Maybe I'll level up the Spirit Ash for the Horn Warrior. That'd be a fun one to try. Don't know who I'm going to try it on, though. Okay. So, we got a dex weapon, the spear. It has a faith requirement, but its starting scaling is C with dex, so it'll probably scale most with dex. So for a dex build, that'd be a pretty cool weapon. And for a faith build, this incantation would be pretty cool. I'm gonna grab the weapon, and then, you know, just like the other ones where I haven't really had need of them, if I feel like I want to do a pure faith build and use this incantation, then I can duplicate it. But I feel like a dex build would be something that I do first, like more soon. Oh, more soon. Sad. Okay, Mesmer's helm, armor, gauntlets, and greaves. Awesome. Let's see if they say anything interesting. On his mother's wishes, Mesmer made himself a symbol of fear, undertaking the cleansing crusade she desired. Direct thy maledictions, thine ire, and thy grief towards me alone. Black helm of Mesmer the Impaler, crowned with two intertwined winged serpents, slightly enhances incantations of Mesmer's flame as well as Fire Knight skills. The winged snakes were Mesmer's constant companions. They were there when the base serpent was sealed away behind his eye. So I don't know how the serpent got into Mesmer, but it was sealed away by Marika, by like her plucking out his eye and putting a grace seal on it. They were there through his eternity of suffering. They will accompany him yet in his hideous new form, born when he destroyed the grace granted by his mother. They have accepted his fate as much as he. Wow. Mesmer's Assault. Cool. Let's go upgrade the Spirit Ash.
I see.
It was this one, right? Horned Warrior. Yeah, I think so. 112 FP cost. It's pretty high. Pretty high. I wonder if that's comparable to some of the special ones. Yeah, it is. Alright. Let's upgrade it. I still have so many great gloveworts, so why not? Okay. Let's head over to what I expect will be final boss territory. Where was it? Yeah, my controller's like, look at this. It's like if I hold right, hold left. Okay, of course when I want to demonstrate it. Yeah, it's more like if I go in like a circle, see how it slows down and stops? Like I'm moving my thumb in a smooth circle, but it's getting sticky at these points. Seems to be the same spots on the controller too, where it's getting sticky. That's curious. That could be really annoying, like during combat. Yeah, and I can feel it while moving too. See, like I'm kind of running in a circle, and character's just stopping when I go forward to the right. Like boom, hits like a. It's as if, I guess, I let go of the joystick, like the input is not being received there. Let me just, like, plug it back in. Maybe that's enough. Maybe? Yeah, I think that might be better. Okay, so the Divine Gate front staircase. Is that the one? Probably. Cool view. So I'm not sure if I'll use the Spirit Ash, but might as well equip it. And I expect I'm gonna die. So might as well put this sacrificial twig. And let me adjust my magic. Alright, so this is mostly just to watch the cutscene in peace.
My loyal blade and champion of the festival. Both your deeds will ever be praised in song.
So I think this is Radahn.
Now, the vow will be honored, and my lord brother's soul will return.
My lord brother's.
So that he may be my consort.
Yeah, so Radahn's gravity magic. Cool. So this is like a version of Radahn. So promised consort Radahn. Who is speaking? Is it Marika? Radahn wouldn't have been a consort to Marika. Millennia? No, maybe? I'm not totally sure. Kind of want to watch it again. There are so many gold signs. Okay, so these are ones that aren't on the effigy that have just been placed there. And these people probably want to fight Radahn, so good times.
Hey!
Dressed as Radahn to fight Radahn.
Hey!
Laura Bodwig.
Hey!
Alright, Percival, let's go. I want to watch the cutscene. I think you'll all be okay with that. Oh, damn. That face looked like Mesmer, like that eye.
Lord brother.
Okay, so it's the same voice. Lord Brother is
Long
Millennia.
last you are returned.
Mikola?
Tarnished one.
It's Mikola, right.
Aspiring lord of the old order. If you have known sin, if you grieve for this world, then yield the path forward to us. To I, Mikola, and my promised consort.
Yeah, of course it's
Radar.
Mikola. Awesome. Oh boy, where'd he go?
Hey! Hey!
Thank you, friends. You were a great help. Yeah, so that was obviously Mikola's voice. Whoa. Let us go together. Touch memory. I will in a second. So, Radon was to be Miquella's consort. That was the plan. Alright, let's go touch this thing. And then check out the memory. So we're going to learn about Miquella now, I think. It's almost like watching Snape's memories.
I'm going to be a god. If we honor our part of the vow, promise me you'll be my consort.
Miquella's got some awesome hair.
I'll make the world a gentler place.
I kind of believed you, Miquella. Circlet of light. Okay, so remembrance of a god and a lord. In their childhood, Miquella saw in Radon a lord. His strength and his kindness that stood in stark contrast with their afflicted selves. Yeah. That's a good point. I mean, we knew that about Radon from the base game. Or at least, like, could reasonably guess that he was a... I don't know, kind is a hard thing to say in these games, in these worlds that these people inhabit. But within the context of the game, probably more kind than many. And it was the Scarlet Rot that turned him into that monster. And the evidence of that is his learning the gravity magic so he could continue to ride his horse. So, some kindness towards an animal is probably emblematic of a level of empathy greater than someone like, let's say, Godric. So, if it's true that they're afflicted selves, and Miquella's including himself in the an afflicted version of him being different. So the afflicted version might be the one that was in the cocoon? I don't know. The permanently childlike one? I'm not sure. So, circlet of light adorning Miquella's head when he returned in divine aspect. It has begun to fade into nothingness, slightly boosts intelligence, faith, and arcane, while also boosting the power of Miquella's light. This circlet was to be the very foundation upon which Miquella's age of compassion would be built, should it have ever come to pass. Nice. Kind of tragic. Not that it matters what it does to the stats. Yeah, I mean, that's an insignificant. It boosts each of them by 1. That's pretty insignificant. So we saw the memory. Got the remembrance. I don't think we can go in here. So there's got to be somewhere else where, like, the game acknowledges that we've done this. Maybe we should go back to Miquella's body where we started the DLC. I'm gonna rest here too. That might trigger a cutscene. So no cutscene. Someone just got smashed by Radon. Okay. Is that Thalia? So we got Thalia's stuff. A fist weapon that causes eternal sleep buildup. It's an intelligence and dex thing. And you can do a follow-up strike with the special skill for someone already put to sleep to do extra damage. I like that. So this is a fist weapon that conceivably I could use. It might be more dex than intelligence based on the start scaling of C and D. But, you know, that's not insurmountable. That might be even more fun to wield in my offhand than this curved sword. Yeah, I like how this is positioned, where you've got the mountain peak visible from the entrance. Pure Blood Knight. I think we missed him. There he is. We got a lot of stuff. Incantation that summons a blood flame blade. Cool, an arcane one too. I like that. It's got his... It's a Reaper. Arcane. Boots and stuff. Okay, slightly enhances Blood Oath and Dynastic skills. Ansbach understood that keeping his oath to his old master was not an act of logic, nor would it bear any justice. But it was for these very reasons he was unable to let go. Yeah, I feel you. There's like a glow to his left hand. That was a nice shot. Okay, so found Sir Ansbeck. He's gone now, as is the Allier. Alright, let me rest one more time just in case anything happens. And you're gone. Anyone else appearing on the map? Yeah, I can't think of anything obvious. I guess I should visit St. Trina. I mean, maybe this shook her loose. Not exactly. There's an item, though. Oh, she's dead. She fell out of it. St. Trina's blossom. St. Trina's life withered and fell, as fleeting as the seasons. At her last, she left a single water lily. Slightly boosts max FP. Despite the velvety purple hue, the flower is in no way poisonous. It merely blooms in quietude. Aww. So it's like a crafting item, but might not actually be used for anything. In any case, I would never use it. So she's gone. It's kind of cool how like the plant flower version of her is kind of standing there like an exoskeleton, and the human part of her has separated. Okay, so we got resolution, so to speak, of that. I don't think Grandam is gonna care if we go back to her. Is there anyone else, like, present in the world? I don't think so. I don't think there's anyone there. Okay, so let's go to Mikola's cocoon. Which is where? Oh, right. Underground. Finger Reader Crone. Which one is... Cocoon of the Empyrean. Wait. I was about to do that. Then I got summoned as a hunter. It'd be kind of cool if it's an actual hunter encounter. Let us see. I helped. I actually did something useful. The tricky bit was, I don't know if that was like a setup, like a PvP setup, where they want to see like if you can figure out how to do a duel. Alright, so nothing obvious here. So it feels like what we got is all there is, which is fine. I just, wanted to check and make sure. So literally every NPC that we encountered in the DLC died by the end of it. Which isn't true of the base game. I don't know if it's necessarily true of the DLC. For example, the merchant guy, whose name I forget, like maybe he could end up living through this. I don't know. I wonder if maybe I should go to the Shadow Tree Chalice or something. Check it out. There's nothing obvious to try. But I could spend some time just kind of doing co-op. Oh, I should have gone to the Round Table Hold to check out the remembrance. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's neat to see this from afar after the spell has been undone. Yeah, so it looks kind of pristine, like it was preserved through the deterioration. Yeah, I have no comment on what the Radon fight would be like just one-on-one melee. I might try that out sometime. Maybe also watch some other players. But I hope it was a satisfying like boss for the players who try and test their one-on-one melee skills.
Hey! Hey!
Hey! Hey!
I think he fell. Hey, this guy moved and like has now gone back to standing still.
Hey!
Wonder why he does that. Like nobody's gonna arrive needing healing. I guess it's just like an ambiance thing. I didn't mean that clap sarcastically, but it probably comes out that way. Alright, I want to do more co-op, but before I do that, let's go to the Table of Lost Grace. Let's check out the Remembrance. Cool. Alright, so we got 2 variants of the Great Sword. Just 2 different abilities. That's weird. Promised Consort. Oh, the idea is you can dual wield. Or get Light of Mikola. 72 faith requirement. Fascinating. So if you want to dual wield, you have to use one of the walking mausoleums to get both. And it kind of seems silly to get one without the other. So strength build with reasonable dex requirement and some int, which is interesting. I bet you it'll scale most with strength. And then a beefy incantation. 72 faith requirement. That's, I think it's the highest one I've seen. So it's tricky. That would be an incantation, 2 slots. I'd probably want to use that if I were a faith build. But if I was a strength build, it'd be fun to play with like the Radon setup. Two great swords. This is definitely like this seems a bit more like fan service kind of thing, where, you know, they knew we really liked Radon, and they gave us more Radon, and then they gave us like the ability to dual wield special weapons, kind of like him. Because we got his curved greatsword, I think, from the Remembrance in the base game. But this is even cooler. So one of them, imbue the 2 greatswords with the Light of Mikola, then deliver a slashing attack accompanied by a column of light. So you kind of get that ability through this. And then do a luminous form and leap forward and do a downward slash. Cool, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards the greatswords. Even though the incantation is awesome too. If I were a strength build, like, I would like to try that out. And I'm not one now. I mean, at some point I might be a faith build. Okay, we got Radon's another variant, Young Radon armor. Cool. So I think I used all the mausoleums in the base game in my first playthrough. There was a part of me that suspected that the DLC might make use of them too. But I said forget it. That was a reasonable call. I don't regret it or anything. So I only have in this game, unless I do New Game Plus, I got 1. I think there might be a second somewhere. So I can do 1 duplication before I switch to New Game Plus. New Game Plus 1 in my case. And I know there were the other Remembrances had things I liked, so I definitely would want to use more mausoleums to duplicate stuff. But there's a question in my mind of if I want to use this last remaining one here to get the 2 great swords now and just have them. And then deal with the incantation later. I don't even know if I'm going to do a strength build anytime soon. Like, I have no plans whatsoever. But, I don't know. Why not make a choice and just go with it? Let's do it. Let's get the... Let's get Lord first. Now let's go. I gotta be honest with you, I think it worked out so well that I did the builds I did during the DLC. I started off as Faith? I actually kind of forget. But I went through a couple builds and a lot of weapons in each build. And I ended on Intelligence, which I kind of wanted to do. Intelligence was my first ever Dark Souls build. And I hadn't done it in a long time, but I think since then. So it was great to get back to it. Already being summoned. I kind of miss my hat, but it's okay. Stormville Castle.
Hey!
Well, let's put... So it's directly east of where I'm at. Down there? Yeah. Why is this so annoying to get to? Okay. Cool. Okay, we got him. The other thing I want to do is use the Allier's thing. It should be good for my intelligence build. Okay, let me equip it first. So, Spirit Sword. Thialier's thing was a fist weapon. Should be down here somewhere. I put it on the wrong thing. No, I didn't. It looks like a little needle. Somber weapon. Yeah, it's more dex than it is anything else. Definitely not going to use a ancient dragon thing. It's not a lot of damage, but the sleep effect might be fun. So I'll try it out. Alright, maybe I'll try a little Coliseum. Why not? It's a classic combo. Moonveil and Carrion Regal Scepter. Alright, let's do it again. Darn. That's a good outfit. I'm not too good at PvP. Alright, so I could do a regular co-op session somewhere. I should remove this icon. So over here, I think like the co-op didn't work. But I do want to check over there. Let's just go. And we'll see. There's just something like there was nothing there before. And I don't really suspect that there'll be anything now. But just part of me wants to see. Yeah, nothing. Alright, so let's just go to... I don't know. Somewhere I haven't been in a while, let's say. So I never connected the dots between where I defeated... So, Theater of the Divine Beast. Guidance of Grace is pointing from there. I think it was not visible until you defeat Mesmer. Yeah, this was all covered by the spikies. Cool. Yeah, we didn't come through this entrance. And now we have. Actually, there were a few things we didn't do. Like, I didn't go up here. Cool. So it gives you like a view of it, but then you got to take the other route. Hey, you look like me. was kind of fun. Yeah, maybe having a physic for another flask, effectively. The thing I didn't totally love about it was that I can do both FP and MP, but you know, using a physic for both of those at the same time doesn't seem like it'll be the most strategic in a lot of instances. Cool. Alright, so I connected the dots between the lower part of this area and this part. In this case, now I went out the other exit. Guess I'll just do a little co-op. Alright, maybe like one more session. Poor guy's just trying to pray in peace. And we come and mess it all up. Maybe we'll try out the sleep effect. So now I procced. Cool. So now I procced. I already did the hit. There we go, so I procced. He's not asleep though. Still pretty cool. It's not exactly the best compliment for like having short range option when using magic, but it's okay. Alright, someone summoned me. Cool. The explosion on that was awesome. I think you might have to do it as a follow-up. I'll try that. I didn't do that. No. Well, if I'm not going to get summoned, then I'm going to leave. Hey, Divine Bird Warrior Greaves. Sweet. Oh. It's fun to get that. I think I'm going to lose my summon marker when I come out here. No. So this never opened. Alright, I guess no one compatible with me is playing right now. Ended on 273. I was probably over-leveled for most of the DLC. I was over-leveled at the end of the base game. Now, even with like the Shadow Realm blessing mechanism that they added to try and keep things balanced, I was still like the effective levels was still relevant, and so it was probably easier than it was for many. I didn't have too tough of a time with the DLC. It's not a bad thing or anything. I had fun. So some things I never did. Oh, good times. I never figured out Miquella's Great Rune. The thing that, like, you use as a reusable item. I never checked it in a situation where it might be visible to be used. Like, I never equipped it on my belt to like see when it becomes usable, like in a boss fight or something. I should probably try that at some point. Hey, Murkwater Catacombs. you someone who summoned me earlier? Why do you look familiar? Yeah, you're the dude that I fought Godric with. I don't know what this guy's up to, but it's kind of fun. Doing like just a new game plus run or new game run. Alright, that's probably good enough. I don't think there's anything else I want to try. So, chances are I won't return to this for a while because I feel like, you know, I'm satisfied with everything I've done. I do want to play with like more weapons and builds and things. So I'll come back to do co-op sessions. And then, you know, maybe I'll switch to New Game Plus at some point. I'm not terribly convinced that I want to, in the short term at least. Because I played through the base game in preparation for the DLC, so it's all kind of familiar. Say hi to Muriel Pastor Vals. I haven't been here in a while. Hey, Muriel.
Greetings.
Nothing new. Yeah, what a cool game. Alright, I don't think I'm going to wait to be summoned, because it took a while last time, and it wasn't really the most rewarding type of session. So, if I don't return to stream Elden Ring, then I might do, you know, Civ 6 from time to time before Civ 7 comes out. I'll definitely do Civ 7 when it comes out. And we'll see what else I'm interested in. But, you know, hit me up if you have any recommendations or things you'd like to see. I'll catch you next time. Take care.